Good evening, everyone, and welcome, and we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Jordan. Morant is out there with Vince Williams. And there's Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Buddy Hield is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Coles in at the center. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored. By their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Curry with it. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Three-pointer, Hield. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis with the ball. In the corner, it's Jordan. Puts up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Here's Coles. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And they pick up two.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, assistant there to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Coles passes to Hield. Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. They double him with Jordan. Hield outside. Here's Cole. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Jackson against Curry. Jackson misses. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Here's Coles. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Coles got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Kuminga against Morant. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
Curry passes to Cole. Back to Curry. Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Outside, Jordan. Pass to Jackson. Ring shot on the way. Can't hit that one.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Hield outside. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's Jordan on the wing. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Coles passes to Curry. Hield outside. Pass to Coles. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Podziemski. Grizzlies with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was two very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
Now Hield. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Curry passes to Kuminga. The tray. Cranes the three-pointer. Kuminga's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now Hield. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Hield with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Check of the stats for Williams. How he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Back to Morant. Down low, he's looking for Jordan and finds him. It's good. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Now Curry. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now here's Curry, leading by 5. Pass to Podziemski. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Pajemski on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Three-pointer, Hield. Drills the three-pointer. Hield's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Morant passes to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. No problems knocking that one down. Jordan's got 8 points. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. Kuminga, screen on Williams. It's Curry outside. Edey with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Williams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Now here's Curry. Left side, Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Hield. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here is Curry. To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Hield. And Rainman subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Wells, he's checked in for Jordan. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Williams. And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 1. Here's Rain Man. Outside Curry. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Curry looking around. Pass to Jackson Davis. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. They kick it out to Green. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Jackson dishes to Morant. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Rain Man. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Curry. Now Jackson Davis. 3-on-3. Now Morant. Back to Smart. Launches a three. Draymond Green with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Jackson from long range. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Rain Man. Jackson Davis with it. They kick it out to Green. There's the three. Outside Curry. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 6 points.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Morant, right side. Pass to Wells. Here's the three. Warriors with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And that one falls for Smart. Well, we saw it in Boston, and we're seeing it in Memphis. Marcus Smart is a key piece in any lineup, Stan.
Yeah, look, you can just plug Marcus Smart in, especially to your defense, multiple times on the all-defensive team, and he became so much better being able to run an offense, direct traffic, keep a team together.
And if he can just stay healthy, that will be maybe the missing part of his career.
Yeah, and that's the challenge right now.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's a competitive guard who plays with a real edge. Smart helps set the tone for the attitude of this team.
Here's Rain Man. Pass to McLaughlin. There's the screen. Good work defensively by Smart. The Grizzlies trail by 3. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Wells. Warriors leading by 3. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Rain Man. And he makes good on the layup. Rain Man's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pippen outside. Off target with his 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Draymond Green is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's the eraser. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. Now here's Pippen, scoreless thus far. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Warriors leading by 5. McLaughlin, the pass to Green. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's McLaughlin. Jordan against Hield. Takes the 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Pippen. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And they double up Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And 3 from Jordan. The Grizzlies with another miss. Healed against Jordan. To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Edey. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Knocked away. On the wing, Williams. He's defended by Pajemski. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Williams.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now Pajemski. Pass to Hield. The 3. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Williams sends a screen for Pippen. From the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Peyton. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Cole. 6 points for him. Curry kicks to Hield. Golden State moving it around. To the middle. Curry is inside. Working on Williams. Shot clock at 3. Pajemski's shot is good.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Morant against Kuminga. Pops it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Curry. Healed outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Cole. They set the pick. Fires for three. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant.
Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in assists, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Coles can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Podziemski with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Coles can't hit. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Williams, here we go. Pass to Morant. Fires from the line. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Kuminga finds Curry. That's a 2 from Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Jordan. Back to Morant. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Pass to Kuminga. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And Memphis making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And he's able to get it back. Jackson, a screen on Hield. Down low. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 5.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Edey. Second shot opportunity. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
For Memphis, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for the eraser. And Rainman subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Wells is checked in. And that one misses. Warriors leading by 3. Outside, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now here's Morant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Kuminga. And it's Curry at the elbow. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Wells. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Memphis, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Smart subbed in for John Morant. And he's good on the second. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second, Stephen Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jerome passes to Jackson. Now Wells. Pass to Jerome. There's the triple. Here's Aldama. Misses the baby hook. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Santos. Still without a basket. Outside Curry. There's a good screen. Here's Rainman, guarded by Smart, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Stephen Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench, always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Wells. The three. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Santos. Here's Rain Man. Outside Curry. This one for three. And no good that time.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors leading by 7. Santos, the pass to Curry. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Jerome. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jerome's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Pass to post. Back to Curry. Intercepted. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Curry. Here's Rain Man. Pass to post. Launches it. Wells grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And the first one drops.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Stephen Curry. Pippen's checked in for Memphis. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's McLaughlin. No scoring in this one. The three ball. The three-pointer is right on target. McLaughlin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's McLaughlin, following the score by Memphis. Here's Rain Man to the inside. McLaughlin, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Aldama. Green against Jackson. From past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. 1:11 left to play in the first half. Here's Post. Defended by Aldama. McLaughlin, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Pippen. Wells with it. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Rain Man. Golden State moving it around. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects in the foul line jumper. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Green against Jackson. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Warriors on top, up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think we've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Golden State Warriors.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jackson. Vince Williams out there with Morant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, the officials are all over that
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Grizzlies had gone 9 of 13 from the line.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Cole. And it's blocked. Jackson against Kuminga. Outside, Jordan. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Healed the pass to Cole. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Jaren Jackson is second.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant kicks to Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan, and Jordan throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Kuminga the pass to Hield. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Hield outside. Pass to Cole. And here is Curry. Stephen Curry, what a shooter!
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Outside, Jordan. Outside, Williams. It's tipped. Here's Cole. 8 points for him. Pass to Curry. Here's Kuminga. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. No good there. Great D that time from Jordan. Jackson against Curry. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Outside Curry. Puts up a deep 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Outside Jordan. To the paint. And Kuminga comes to help. The 3 from Morant. And the 3 ball is good. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. To see yourself on the screen, you know what to do. Show us those moves. Let's go.